and welcome to Passion Radio, the BHI show. And my name is Lesley, and I am here to entertain you for the next 2 hours. That's right, 2 hours. It was a fantastic show last week. We was talking about blood and how important it is to give blood, to donate blood, to help support the Black Health. Well, not even just Black Health Initiative. We need people of colour to provide their blood because there's a shortage of blood. So we need you to give blood. But let me just tell you, what happened last week was fantastic, because I have had information back that there was quite a few people who have actually signed up to give blood. So thank you so much to everyone who has signed up to give blood. And it doesn't stop there. Please, if you really are interested and you're a little bit scared, don't be scared. It is fine. You can get in touch. Just go online, or you can contact BHI and ask us, how do I give blood? I would like to support. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone, for last week. It was a brilliant show. It was our first time on the platform. This is our second week of BHI show on Passion Radio. And if you haven't already got the app, hello, what are you waiting for? You need to get the app, and you go on the Apple Store, or you can go on the Play Store, and Android or iPhone. So don't forget, download the app, because BHI wants to talk to you. It's all about Black Health Initiative. Whew, gosh, that was a mouthful there. And in the studio, I'm not by myself. I am with Marcia Hilton today in the studio. Hi, Marcia. How are you?
Hello, hi, Lesley. I am fine.
Excellent.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Oh, Marcia, it's really nice to have you in the studio.
I'm so thrilled to be here. I'm really thrilled to be here.
Excellent,
Yeah,
excellent. Marcia, just tell our audience a little bit about yourself before we get started today.
Okay. So I am a coach. I am a recovery coach, and I support women. I help them to break free from toxic relationships, and I help them to create healthier new ones, particularly after narcissistic abuse and other toxic relationships. It don't necessarily have to be in the intimate one, but it can also be in work situation or with friends, family, all, everywhere that we have relationships. Basically.
Excellent.
So
Excellent.
That's me in a nutshell.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Marcia. And Marcia is one of our volunteers at BHI. So I'm Lesley, and I'm one of the volunteers at BHI, and I'm here every Thursday working with BHI. And BHI said they wanted to start a radio station, and they asked me, Lesley, to be on the platform. So here I am. Mm-hmm. And I am super excited to be here. Thank you so much, BHI. So it's so good when you volunteer. So BHI is always looking for volunteers. Hello. So don't be shy. If you would like to volunteer, just give up a couple of hours a week or a day, or you want to do some mentoring, you want to support BHI, please get in touch. You can contact us on our social media platforms. Let me just tell you about our social media platforms. We are on Instagram, we are on TikTok, I'm going to say Twitter then, but it's not Twitter, it's X. We are on X. So we are on LinkedIn. Please get in touch. There's so many different platforms, so you can get in touch, and you can also listen to this, guys. Woo, woo! I'm so excited about this one, because we have got a telephone number where you can text us, and the number is, wait for it, get a pen, paper, put it in your phone, In fact, save it in your phone. BHI's number, this is 0734 179 8948. Let me say that again. 0734 179 8948. And if you've got anything you would like to ask us, don't be shy. Or you can contact us on 0113 3070 300. Thank you so much, everybody. You've just got loads of information there. And before I introduce our amazing guest who we have got in the studio with us today, let me play another song, but it's all about dementia today. It's all about dementia, Marcia. Yeah, indeed, I think yes. We need to have these conversations, don't you think?
We absolutely do need to have these conversations because there's more and more of us, you know, especially in our community, that are finding ourselves either as carers, you know, more and more of us are actually, you know, contracting the condition, or I don't know if contracting is the right word, but there's more and more of us being diagnosed, should I say, with dementia. Yeah. And I know there's different types of dementia as well. It's not really my area, so it'd be really interesting to really, you know,
dive into the conversation and find out what's going on.
What's going on? Absolutely.
Definitely.
And what we can do.
And what we can do, definitely.
What we can do as a community. So yeah.
No, that's brilliant. And our guest, she's called Brouch. Let me pronounce her name correctly. Brouch Boggon. And she will be coming on the platform. Well, she's here in the studio at the moment. But before we go to Brouch, we are going to listen to another song. I hope you liked our first one. That was Jerusalem by Master KG. Woohoo! And our next song is, I love this one. I hope you love it too. It's I Am Blessed by Mr. Vegas. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that song. That was I Am Blessed. You know, we all are blessed. We are all blessed. And today is another day. So whatever you want to do, whatever you want to achieve, today is a brand new day, okay, to get you going. Let me just tell you, at BHI, there's a lot of different things what are happening. And one of the things what are going to be happening in January, because the year is going to end, it's the 7th of December already of 2023. Exactly. Marcia, so the 7th already.
It's the 7th already? Wow.
Exactly. 7th of December.
Yeah.
And in January, everybody who's listening, in January, BHI is going to be doing BHI Soul Steppers. Woohoo! BHI Soul Steppers. So that means we are out walking. We are going to be looking after our health. And this is opened up for all ages, all genders. So don't be shy. We are going to be starting on the 10th of January 2024. So get those trainers on and let's all, what are your goals? Because we don't really like, resolutions. What are your goals? What would you like to achieve in 2024? Let me leave you with that thought and let me bring on our guest. Marcia, what's your thoughts? Before we go
on resolutions, I agree. I think it is more about setting realistic goals, things that you can actually work towards and achieve. So I think that's better.
Yeah.
You know, we set ourselves reasonable goals and we just go for it.
Yeah.
Or get help doing that as well.
Exactly.
So resolutions seem really kind of far and out there and you know can make it feel really hard.
Yeah. Exactly.
But small manageable steps and we're good to go.
Yeah, and then it's a win.
Yeah.
It's a win. So that's brilliant, Marcia. Thank you so much. So you have waited long enough. Let me introduce our brilliant guest in the studio today. We have got Brouch, and I'm going to pronounce her name, Boggon in the studio, and we are talking about dementia. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, Brouch, for joining us today in the studio. I really appreciate that.
Oh, thank you so much for having me this afternoon. It's been really, 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 really a privilege for you to ask me to do this.
Oh.
And I'm really grateful to be here and sharing information. Just a disclaimer, I am not a doctor and I'm not going to give anybody diagnosis, but I'm just going to share information. I'm a mental health nurse. That's my background, 20 years of mental health nursing. So we're just here to kind of promote information for you guys, because I think we did last time in the Mental Health Awareness Week, we talked more about dementia in Black community. In anybody of color, we need to talk about these things. It's going to be around us. It is around us. So we need to be aware and take action.
Excellent. Thank you so much. So what are the first steps? How do you tell us about dementia? What is dementia, first of all, for anybody who doesn't know?
So dementia is actually described by Dementia Friends online, some of the information in the World Health Organization. It's an umbrella term for a range of progressive conditions that affect the brain. Each type of dementia stops a person's brain cells with neurons working properly in specific areas that be affecting ability to remember, think, and speak. Doctors typically use the word dementia to describe common symptoms such as memory loss, confusion, and problem with speech and understanding that gets worse over time. But dementia at the moment can affect any age, but it's common in people age of 65 and above. But nowadays we are having people being diagnosed of dementia at a very, very early stage. So we will be looking for, it's something like over 40, so it is different types of dementia at the moment. But there are 200 types of subdementia diagnoses. They have to be diagnosed by the GP. The commons are Alzheimer's disease, vascular dementia, Lewy body dementia, frontotemporal dementia, and mixed dementia.
Wow. And Brouch, what do people, well, I'll let you continue. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. So at the moment, around 944,000 people are estimated to be living with dementia in UK, and someone develops the condition every 3 minutes. So when this research was done, I think that was 2001, but now you can tell the number is increasing at a very higher rate. Dementia causes changes in memory, thinking, personality, and behavior, but the symptoms vary depending on which type the person has. Understanding various types of dementia means people can get the right support, right help, and help them live better with the condition.
And where do people need to go? And where do they need to go?
First and foremost is you have to call your GP. If you are seeing any changes in somebody you love, somebody you live with, or yourself, please do go to your GP. They will talk you through the process and they will try to understand what is really going on with you.
So what might some of the signs and symptoms be? You know, if you're with a loved one, a family member, and you suddenly, I'm not even sure if it is suddenly, but I guess it comes gradually. But what kind of things might be triggered, might be warnings that something untoward is happening, that dementia might be developing? So what kind of things might we tell each other, the community to look out for?
Most common signs of dementia are memory loss. I think that's the main telltale sign. Things like forgetting recent events or conversation, misplacing items to pour on the wrong place, putting their keys in the fridge, forgetting appointments, forgetting the names of people, objects, or places, struggle to find right words, repeat themselves. And some of the symptoms may include mood changes, feeling unsettled by unfamiliar situation, or changes in routine, becoming withdrawn, or difficult making decisions. But these symptoms are symptoms that are really progressively changing, or you've noticed somebody who's been actively doing all these things, and then all of a sudden they are struggling, or they're having pauses. When you talk to them, they kind of pause and they're trying to find a word to answer you back. So these are the symptoms that we're looking for.
Wow, okay. And there's just a lot of information what you've given us there, Brouch. But these symptoms, they seem to be tied in. Is it just dementia, or are they tied in with other things? Because you said, like, I know, like with the menopause, you know. So is all that sort of like tied in together?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's very important, because I think women, as we reach our there's premenopausal and your postmenopausal. And you're during the menopause, you will experience nearly the same symptoms of memory loss. Like me, I'm premenopausal at the moment. Keys is one of those things. I'm just kind of looking around. Every time I'm forgetting what I've put. I'm mixing my children's name, which is not funny, but it is. I'm making it funny because it's funny. But those are the symptoms. But if you go to the GP, they will be able to distinguish your age and what are you doing, and what your occupational, so they will write all the symptoms accordingly. Everybody is treated as an individual when it comes to the GP appointment. So they will talk you through about the symptoms that you're presenting to the GP, and then whether you fit that criteria of being referred to the memory clinic for them to do more investigations.
And do you find then a lot of people of colour are actually going to their GP regarding this, or what support is out there for them? I
think at the moment, the research shows there are a few people. I think I've spoken to so many people, they don't believe in dementia. They think it doesn't exist. But unfortunately, we are living in a different world than our mothers and our great-grandparents. They lived in a different world than us. So I think as BM Health, actually, we are not really keen to go to the doctors because we feel like we're not being listened enough, or there's nothing to be given back. But it is a process. You starting having that relationship with your GP, it is a good process. And the healthcare nurses in the GP surgeries, the nursing practitioners, they're very good. The more they get to know you, the more actually they will know that there's something going on with you. So start having those relationships with your GP, especially when you're 40. Go for your 40-plus checkup. When you're 50, go for your 50-plus checkup. Go and get your regular bloods done. Go and visit checkup. Whatever you feel in that moment, and depression as well is one of those which is kicking after COVID. I think a lot of people went through a wave of depression which has never been diagnosed. They never told anybody. They never see the GP. So you need to go back again. If you're feeling like you're not yourself, you're not feeling like you want to go out, you want to see people, you just want to be on your own, you want to close the curtains, just call your GP and ask for that advice. This is the way I'm feeling. How do I go about it? Please do that.
No, I think that's really important to keep having those conversations. And even if you don't go to your GP, you can always, talk to a friend or a neighbour and, let them know, how you're feeling.
Absolutely.
And that.
Absolutely.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead, Marcia.
I was just thinking, particularly from a black, perspective, sometimes you mentioned depression. And I read recently, and it actually I think is true, that we express those kind of symptoms differently. So for example, the common things that we are told about depression, the anxiety and all of that, we as black people can sometimes express that in a slightly different way. We're high functioning. So even though we are depressed, it won't necessarily show up in the same way that it does for the mass population. So we have to kind of look at things a little bit differently, don't you? Do you think?
I think there's quite a lot of research to be made in BAME community, because like what you said, we're so highly functioning because that's how we were taught to be out there. No matter how hard it is, you need to keep going. But I say to you guys, it's not about keep going. You can do as much as you can. But one day you're going to have that moment when you feel alone and lonely. It's the feeling inside about depression. It's the feeling inside that can be clinically diagnosed. Even though people are smiling, deep down, they feel lonely. They don't feel accepted. You feel on your own. You feel you can't talk about things that really matter to you, but you are able to problem solve. I think black people, we are very good at problem solving. We're very good at masking what's going on in us. Even somebody who might be dying tomorrow, you don't even know about it.
Yes.
But death comes as a shock because that person has been going through this, for a very long time, and they want to keep it a secret.
Yes.
And that's what's killing us most.
Yes.
Is being open and honest and having this conversation here. It's wonderful to just talk about it. How do I feel when I'm depressed? I feel like I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to go to work. But not that actually I feel alone. Even if I'm going to work, I'm doing anything, but I feel empty, that I've got to fill this void that I'm feeling, but I need to fulfill it, but I don't know what I want. Those are one of the things but I've noticed quite a lot of people clean. We do kind of obsessive cleaning. You know, when you're depressed, you feel like it's dirty everywhere, and people clean and clean and clean. They can't settle to sit and clean. That's one thing I've found in black people as well. Even overthinking, overdriven, and really being a religious person, over-religious is one of those things that you are actually crossing the boundaries of being really depressed, because people can be over-religious and over-protective about God and all that kind of stuff, thinking there's nothing else apart from God which can save them.
Yeah.
But God wants us to talk to one another.
Absolutely.
And sharing those problems to one another, so that we can. A problem shared is a problem solved.
Absolutely.
That's what we believe in.
Absolutely. Brouch, thank you so much for all the information you're giving us now. And if anybody's out there who would like to ask us a question regarding dementia, you can text us on 0734 179 8947. We're just going to take a short break now, and we're going to be back with you shortly. We're going to be playing She's Royal by Taurus Riley. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is a BHI show on Passion Radio. Please share and just download the app. Tell everybody what BHI is doing on Passion Radio, so we can reach a bigger and wider audience. We want to reach as many people as we can in the UK and further afield. So please just share the app. And today it's all about dementia, which is so important. And there's loads of different leads as well, what leads off. So it's all about exercising. It's all about what we're eating. It's all about talking to people, staying out of isolation, your mental health. And if you want to be part of BHI, then contact us on 0734 179 8948. And we are going back to our conversation with Brouch. Thank you so much, Brouch, for being in the studio today. And we've also got Marcia, and we are having a conversation, and it's all about dementia. So we want to just follow that conversation on, and we're going to talk about black men. What can you say about black men and dementia, Brouch?
At the moment, we're looking at vascular dementia, which is the most common in people aged over 65, and the risk increases as we grow older. But the statistics, what it shows is how it can also occur in younger people. And second common from younger people of dementia is commonly in men, and people from South Asia and Afro-Caribbean backgrounds are at risk. So men as well. We're not forgetting about you. Your mental health matters most to us.
Absolutely.
I think men at the moment in BAME Health, they go along without checking in, without doctor's appointment, without talking. I don't know if there's any more groups for men out there. I know in Leeds at the moment they're doing Dad's group. It's very massive by Andy. It's a brilliant group. If you're a young dad, you are experiencing fatherhood, you want to engage, just go out there and do all that kind of stuff. Like Marcia said, like Marcia and Lesley said, Marcia, she's coming from a trauma-informed therapy, and Lesley's talking about actually physical health. Physical inactivity is one of those causes of dementia: hearing impairment, high blood pressure, smoking, obesity, social isolation, excessive alcohol consumption, a traumatic brain injury, and high air pollution, secondhand tobacco smoking. Guys, like, we know our men, when there's a lot of drink, they drink because they're depressed or there's something going on. We see all those changes in men. They're very evident in our community, and we don't say anything. I think, men, you need to start having those conversations. What, mate? I didn't see you recently. You've been just kind of, going on the drink a lot. What is going on? Checking in. I've always to say to people, don't shy to ask somebody, how are you? When they say, oh, I'm all right, I said, no, I'm asking actually in general. Not in general. How are you mentally stable? You will need to check one another for our mental stability, because at the moment we are lacking that emotional resilience to kind of come out with those conversations. How is your mental health, mate? How have you been lately? I haven't seen you so lately. What are you up to? Are you busy or not?
Yeah, how can we get more men to be talking? Why? Because there's women, we're talking, we're like, how are you? But then, it's all right you saying that, but you want to actually, how are you? And have that time when they, turn around and say, well, this is how I'm actually feeling. It's all right just to sit back and just listen to that person. Women, we can do that. How can we train our men to do that?
Okay, I think that's very interesting. I think, where does most BAME groups go?
Yeah.
In the community, they go to church, they meet up in pubs, or they just meet up in parties.
Yeah.
I think that's where the conversation needs to stop. I think at the moment, I encourage all church leaders to make it their initiative to start talking about mental health in their churches. Especially men's group is very important to be heard and to be understood as a man at a mental health point of view. They need to start having those conversations. If they are having some, I think you need to embed that. We are going to be checking in with mental health issues every 3 months, so people are free and open to talk. If you can't, there is a mental health services in Leeds charitable organization, Andy's Man Club. You can call, if you Google it, Andy's Man Club Leeds, it's there available. You can Google it, you can ring them, and you can talk to someone. That is a safe space for a man to go and talk about whatever they need to talk about without reaching a crisis. If you can't, like what I said before, your GP, let it be your friend, because they're there to help you or support you. Even if you can find only one friend you can confide in it, please tell somebody what's going on. Don't hold it and don't leave it too late. Because when you leave stress too late, it will burst, and stress can kill.
Yeah.
It's one of those silent killers that we have in our community than any other physical health.
Yeah.
Because you cannot see it and we cannot engage it.
Yeah.
It's invisible. It's there in your mind. But your behavior changes. If you're noticing anybody, one of your men, your uncles, your brothers, your grandparents, the behavior change, please check in and be perseverant.
Yeah.
Listen with intention. Do not just give them ideas or there to help. You're only be there for them to listen what is going on.
Yeah.
I think black people are very good at, oh, you can do that, you can do that, you can do that, you can do that.
Exactly.
No, it's about listening, absorbing what that person is telling you. And then you say, how can I help?
Exactly, because then you can work out a plan together, and make sure you check in with each other to say that, all right, have you done whatever's on that list, and keep looking out for each other, because the thing about it, Brouch,
Absolutely,
there's so many people who are dying, at the moment, and I think we need to have these conversations more so to find out what is actually going on, with people and what is bothering you, and what sort of support there is out there to see if we can help you as well.
Absolutely. I think it's quite important to touch on men when they're grieving. I think when they lose their partner,
Okay.
they kind of lose hope.
Right.
And I don't know how people kind of deal with that grief.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a very lonely place.
Yeah.
Everybody who I see, oh, yes, I'm okay because my husband is, I'm okay. But really, you need to be around your family. You need to talk about it, how you can move forward after somebody has died. I think it's one of those things that will draw you to be lonely, will draw you to withdraw from the community, you withdraw from your family. And at the end of it, you're just going to go round in circles. And you're going to lose your mind because you're not exercising your brain. You've shut down to everything. Your brain starts shutting down. A brain is a muscle. It needs to be worked on.
Absolutely.
A brain is a muscle. It's like a calf muscle. It's like a thigh muscle. We're running around so that because we want to look all nice and fit. But if you don't exercise the brain into reading, into talking, and going out, and gain more information in your brain, the brain says we'll die.
And that is so true. I'm laughing because I was listening, to a podcast the other day, and just how we do our exercise. We've got to give our brain that exercise, and we can teach our brain to do what we want it to do, but you have got to teach it.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it was so fascinating. So that is so true, Brouch. But like, if you don't know how to do a thing, then you're not going to do it. So it's about taking one step at a time, and just keep pushing yourself to do these things.
Absolutely. To be honest, it is hard. I think when you reach a certain age in our BAME community, I think I've asked a lot of people, like, oh, I'm old now. I can't do this, and I'm not going to do this, and I'm not going to do this. Why are you not doing it?
Yeah.
What is the main reason? Are you stop walking? What is the main reason? Are you stopping to engage in your community? You are now in your prime time to be doing that because you can do charity. Here at Black Health Initiative, they want some volunteers. Don't sit on your house and watch TV. Come and do something to help your other fellow people. Do you know what I'm saying? By doing that, you are creating a brain activity.
Absolutely.
And your brain will remain active, and you start having like light bulb moments. That's what I call them. When I reached 40, I felt like I was 16. I'm driving and I'm going and I'm running and I'm doing this and I'm here today because I know if I stop, I'm going to be the grumpy Brouch you've never seen before. And I don't want to be grumpy.
No,
and that is a sign of telling that you're getting anxious,
Yeah.
you're getting stressed out, and you're tethering to be getting depressed and being invisible. Be visible. When you're over 40, you need to be more invisible because you are the teachers of the younger generation of how to live life.
Absolutely.
Old age does not mean you're fading away. It means you are good hope. You are an oasis of knowledge for the younger people.
Absolutely.
Please engage with the community.
Yeah.
And let's drive this forward. We want to see us going old gracefully and fabulous. We don't age on the
Absolutely.
face, but don't age on the brain.
Absolutely. That is so true, Brouch. And you were saying about volunteering. Yes, BHI are always looking, or we are looking for volunteers. So please get in touch with us. And you can email us on admin. You can go onto one of our social media platforms and you can send us a text, or you can phone in, or you can even, listen to this, pop into the office face to face and say, hi, I would like to volunteer. And also BHI are looking for people if they want to do some mentoring as well. So there's lots of things what you can do to get involved with the community at BHI and further afield. So don't be shy, just get in touch with us. And also BHI is doing BHI Soul Steppers, which is going to be starting in January, and it's all about working together. It's for all ages, it's for all genders, and it's just to, talk about your goals. What do you want to achieve in 2024? We're not going to say resolutions, we're going to say goals. So it's about adjusting your mindset. It's about just working on you, setting your goals for yourself, and let's all work together to get those done. Woohoo! I'm looking forward to that. Are you looking forward to that, Marcia? I think that would be fantastic.
I'm sure I'm looking forward to that, yeah.
Because it's all about black health, and your health is
Your wealth.
Woohoo!
It's your
It
wealth.
sure is.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It sure is. So
We
no,
don't
that's
have
really
that. We're
good.
very poor if we don't have that, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I have just noticed the time. I cannot believe it is 2:55 already. And we've only got 1 hour left. So we're going to take a little break now. And then when we come back, we are going to carry on our conversation with Brouch and Marcia. And I am going to leave you with, what can I leave you in? What do I like? What do you like, ladies? What do you like to listen to? Let me leave it up to them. No, they're not saying anything. Okay. We'll leave it to me. All right, so the next song is The Best in Me by Marvin Snaps. Enjoy, everyone.